In football, we are always told the best players to ever play for our clubs. We make lineups of the best players to ever play for our beloved clubs. But today, we gotta do something different. And today, we're making a lineup for one of the worst, or would I say, not the best players to ever play for Arsenal FC. So, with that being said, we need to start with the goalkeeper position. And at number one, we have Peter Cech. I know this may seem very outrageous. This may seem like, oh, I do not know ball. But Peter Cech, when he came back to Arsenal, was not the Peter Cech and you know this is true. It's not the one we saw for Chelsea when he decided to come back to Arsenal. This Peter Cech was the one that I was never told about. This Peter Cech is not the one I saw in Chelsea. This Peter Cech that came back to Arsenal towards his retirement was one of the worst keepers I have seen play for us. I know this likes like Leno, but for me, Peter Cech, you may say, is quite personal. And this is one reason why this is very personal. And it's this game right here. We lost to Chelsea in the Europa Finals 2019. And the man of the match of this game right here, was not Hazard. It was not Jorginho. It was none of them. The man of the match was Peter Cech. And he was playing for Arsenal because this man was dropping a huge stinker on his last game. This was his retirement match. And let me say, he was retiring, not for us, but for Chelsea. The last game he played for Chelsea, he didn't play for us. Because you telling me 4-1. If you watch all those goals, those were goals that I was like, wow, this man is playing against us. And this was when I took it personal. And this is why for me, Peter Cech makes the list for the goalkeepers. So yes, the first player to make it to our starting 11 of one of the worst players to play for Arsenal in the goalkeeper position is Peter Cech himself. And I understand this may seem controversial, but to me, makes the most sense. Out of all the goalkeepers, Peter Cech, when he came back to Arsenal on his retirement, was one of the worst keepers I've seen in my times watching Arsenal, especially their performance against Chelsea. We may agree, we may disagree, but one thing's for sure, we will all agree.